All right, so here we are. We're sitting outside of the Trousdale Lounge, and it's just finished up a show done by Shane Eli here, and we're sitting and we're gonna get some thoughts on the show, his new album, and thoughts on life. So Shane, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
So this is the release party for your new mixtape, your new album, I Can Do Better. What are your thoughts about this new album versus your old album?
I think that the old album was a good kind of first effort out. I made it kind of by myself. I didn't really have any outside input on it, so it was interesting to see how people responded to it. People liked it, but this time I wanted to just, from a production perspective, from a songwriting perspective, I just wanted to push everything. I wanted to show people because people don't really know what you're capable of until you show them. So I was like, I can do better. Like I can do better than the previous thing, and hopefully every album I put out is going to be a lot better than the previous, the album before that. So I just wanted to push the boundaries, and I also wanted to make an album that was more universal from a thematic perspective. Than the push was very personal. A lot of the stories I don't expect everybody to relate to. So this one is more just kind of about life and my kind of thoughts on shit that's going on around. So yeah.
It's also interesting because, like you say, you didn't collaborate with anybody on the push. Who are some of the people who really helped you on I Can Do Better?
Well, I mean, really, still as far as the production, I mean, I make all my own tracks, same with the push and this. It was more just, I have a manager now who was just, very kind of instrumental in shaping the songs as far as I would send him some shit sometimes. I'd be like, yo, I love this. And he'd be like, yeah, it's all right, but you fell off on the second verse. And I hadn't had somebody say, and he's honest as fuck. He reviews music for a living. So I was like, okay, maybe I could write a better verse. You know what I mean? And so that process of just going back over and over material, it makes it better. And then I was just blessed, the handful of artists that we reached out to be a part of the project. Not only did they jump on it, but they just exceeded, any expectations I could have had. So we have artists like Playboy Trey from Atlanta, Ritz from Atlanta, Jason Caesar, a singer, Ahmad, who, we just rocked with in there. Just, everybody else was raising the bar. So I was like, fuck, I got to raise the bar too. So, yeah.
So what would you say is the best part of performing in front of a crowd like this?
I mean, it's just good to, it's one thing, especially in today's day and age where artists are, you make an album on Pro Tools and on your little computer, you got your headphones on, you can make an album at a Starbucks, right? And then you put the shit out online, but you don't know what their facial expression's like when they're listening to a song. You don't know how they're responding to it, and it's like, this is the first time I've played a lot of the new material, and so to see them react the way that you kind of hope they react, it's just it just makes it all worth it. I want to do this for a living, you know what I mean? Not a job, for a living, you know what I mean? I want this to be it already is my life. I've been making beats in my bedroom for 10 years, you know what I mean? So now to really get it out there, it's just with this new album, I feel like it's connecting to a lot more people, and it's spreading a lot faster than the first one did, and hopefully just the eventual outcome is that somebody just takes notice and sees what potential there is here, you know what I mean? Because with little to no development, I feel like we've managed to get things this far. If I can only get, that extra little push, imagine what we could be turning out, so.
You say you've been making beats for 10 years. What finally tipped you into saying, I want to put my own lyrics on top of my beats, and what pushed you to become a rapper?
Yeah, actually, I realize now it's only 7 years. I'm trying to remember back to college. But yeah, so basically what happened was I just wanted to be a producer at a certain point, and I was trying to find young artists that would want to go over my tracks, and I would give them the tracks, record whole demo tapes, probably 3 or 4 artists I just invested all my time into, and then when it came to going out and actually trying to sell the tracks or get a manager or something for them, they just didn't have the hustle. And I was like, you know what, there's nobody who's going to be more motivated to make it than me, so I might as well dust off the notebook and try and, make it happen. So basically, it was January 1st of 2010 that I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make an album. And then by, less than 6 months later, the push came out. So now it's been another 8 months, and now we got this.
That's amazing. So Shane.
Yeah.
I know you just finished up this performance at Trousdale, and, thank you to Trousdale, by the way, for hosting this show. But since we're having you on camera right now, is there anything that's upcoming that you feel personally or professionally you want to get out there?
Well, the album's out now. I Can Do Better. It's available for free. People act like they can't afford a free download nowadays, but it's available for free via djbooth.net. So go get that. Right now, actually working on doing some scoring work, scoring a couple commercials, scoring an independent film, a British independent film called Pulp. That should be pretty awesome. So you should check that. And then, yeah, just collaborating with every artist that I can and trying to get some tracks going. So pretty much just the album, hopefully some upcoming shows and everything. But just stay tuned. Go to ShaneEli.com, ShaneEli.com, and all the updates will be coming through there. So. Yeah.
And be sure to follow Shane on Twitter at Shane_Eli at Twitter. He updates frequently, and it's the best way to find out about his shows. Shane, I really want to thank you a lot. This was great.
Thank you, man. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Thank you.